The ANC has vowed to make drafting of its 2019 election manifesto an all-inclusive process. The governing party is holding a manifesto consultative meeting with its deployees in government, comprising of ministers, their deputies, premiers and mayors, among others. Last week, President Cyril Ramaphosa held an election workshop urging South Africans to work with government closely to create the society they want. The ANC's head of policy, Radebe, says they want the drafting of this manifesto to be a product of all South Africans.
The governing party is leaving nothing to chance in its effort to win the 2019 general elections. Following on from last week's workshop on its election manifesto, the party is consulting those deployed in government to get their input. It also wants to ensure that there is clear policy direction.
We've started that process of consulting all important stakeholders. Now all the ANC deployees who are ministers, deputy ministers, premiers and those who represent local government are here so that we can develop together a roadmap of how we're going to be able to develop this manifesto of the ANC. But what is important as well is that we also want to start a process of getting the information about how far we've gone in the past 4 years as the ANC in implementing our national development plan that was adopted in our previous conference in Mangaung.
Last week, President Cyril Ramaphosa said all South Africans will have an input in the process of crafting the governing party's election campaign. The 2019 general elections are expected to be the most contested. Parties are already upping the ante as the country grapples with whether to amend the constitution to allow for land expropriation without compensation. Mzondele Mbej, SABC News, Johannesburg.